Okay, so this is absolutely not the video that I thought I would be coming back to work with, but here we are. There is a nurse on TikTok that is going viral for all the wrong reasons, and I'm gonna break that down for you today because this is absolutely horrifying. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jess. I'm a person in long-term recovery who has in fact been to prison, and I'm horrified by a TikToker. If you want to follow me on any other social media platform, TikTok, Instagram, Patreon, that's $2. It's only ever going to be $2. All of that is linked down below, as well as my vlog channel and my podcast, Facebook, all the things. It is stories like this that make me not even want to do my intro, so let's just kick this thing off. So there is this creator on TikTok. Her name is Hannah, and when she first started making content, she was making content about being a nurse, and that really made some people mad because of the way that she was talking about caregiving, and she kind of shifted from that into this mommy vlog type of situation, and it's giving early 8 passengers. You know, it's feeling very Ruby Frankie, and I say that because she is neglecting her son physically and emotionally. She is withholding food. Her son is covered in bruises. And there are these videos that are so concerning that you think that she's rage baiting. Like, you genuinely watch it and you're like, she's got to be kidding. I'm not exactly sure how much I'm willing to show. But, you know, she's getting a lot of backlash on TikTok. She took all her comments off, so you can't comment on her videos. And then she had the audacity to start a YouTube channel. Because what happens when you get canceled on one app? I guess you just go to another. I don't know. But these videos are very horrifying. Let's just watch one together, shall we? Oh, my phone updated. I hate this new update.
It feels like 8 degrees. And we're venturing out of the house with 2 kids because I am stupid. This is how cold the car is. This is literally rock freaking solid. It turned winter in like 0.2 days, and this kid doesn't have a big jacket, so I need to find him a big jacket. I'm sorry, but I can't spend $35 on a toddler jacket. I feel bad, so I did give him a tiny little piece. Because honestly, this will probably be his lunch because it's already past nap time, so when we go home, we're going straight to bed.
Why wouldn't you just get him a Happy Meal on the way home?
Doesn't mess around with nap time. We are not missing nap time around here. It was such a beautiful day, and we had to go outside to the...
Okay, but wait, look, I'm actually so confused, because why would you not just get him a Happy Meal on the way home? Why does he have another mark on his face? Why did you not pack anything knowing you were going to the park for a couple hours? You're just giving him a little piece of pastry? When your kids are that age, you're carrying around a diaper bag everywhere. Also, you have a vehicle. You can put things in your car. Why do you have no food for him?
So XOXO Gossip Mom 1, she posts a lot of videos like that. And her video was the first video that I saw on this. And I'm like, dude, that's crazy. And then I kept scrolling yesterday, and more videos popped up. A lot of videos like hers where she's asking valid questions, and she's saying, dude, why don't you have food? My kids are 12, 8, and my bonus baby is 3. My center console is the snack console. Like, that's all I have in there. It's just a snack compartment. It has chips, little packs of like cookies and Ritz with the peanut butter, you know. It's a snack bin. Because I know that my kids, especially when they're right out of school, they're so hungry. So, and they're 12 and 8. They can wait the 5-10 minutes to get to the house, but they know they get in the car and they get a snack, right? That's just something I've been doing since they were little, very little. And the fact that she has an almost 2-year-old and there's no snacks, you didn't stop to get him anything on the way home, you're neglecting feeding him lunch because, it ran too late at the park. Absolutely not. My kids are not going to go hungry. I will make 3 different dinners so that my kids eat. And I've talked about that online before, and I've gotten some pushback on it because they're like, oh, well, when I was growing up, if you didn't eat what was cooked for you. Okay, that's why we all have fucking eating problems, okay? Like, that's why we all have issues with food. I was born in 89, okay? The reason why I love a minimalistic vibe is because of all of like the junk that my parents had just everywhere. I like everything just clean. Nothing on the counters, nothing out, because, you know, houses in the 90s, like, they looked clutter filled, all the VHS tapes and, like, you know. The video that was the most alarming to me, it was 2 videos actually. One video, Hannah's husband goes to hand the baby like a box of Uncrustables at the store, and he goes like this, immediately flinches. And that's not normal. So a lot of parents on TikTok, and you'll find hundreds of videos of this, parents are like, boom, boom, to their kids to see if they flinch, and they never do. I don't know if I would go as far as pretending to hit my kid to prove a point, but I understand why they're doing it. They're doing it to show people like, hey, this is not normal. Kids don't flinch when you just go to hand them something. You know, my kids are not going to flinch if I try to hand them something. So it's not normal. And there's hundreds of examples of that on TikTok of parents being like, bam, poop, poop. And their kids are just like, what? This boy is not acting that way. And this video was the most concerning video for me. A baby does not flinch like that unless you have hit that baby. And then I saw this video. Her name is Unfiltered Drama on TikTok.
Video that one of my followers sent me, and honestly, I'm shocked. Please tell me if it looks like this girl did this on purpose.
Well, if this right here doesn't say struggle bus this morning, I don't know what will. You know, I was rushing this morning to go get my hair done, and I was trying to be a nice mom and make pancakes, and you know what? It just ended up with James falling off the chair. I mean, he was fine afterwards, but he did just cry and sob for a good chunk of time after that.
Rage baiting Hannah, cut the bullshit. Did not just pull that chair away from your son. For him to fall with a knife, fake knife, in his hand, and be annoyed that he got hurt on camera. And making your kid pancakes isn't being a good mom. You're feeding your child. You're gonna pull the chair away from your child and him fall, get hurt, and then you be mad because you want to go get your hair done. Not nurse Hannah, not 17 diapers Hannah.
That is a good Montessori set. The set that they're using to cut things, it will cut like strawberries and stuff, and it won't cut the kid's hand. We have it. It's great. But Hannah moved that chair on purpose. There's so many examples of this. That's why I said in the beginning, this is giving 8 passengers. It's giving Ruby Frankie. And another connection that is kind of eerie is that Hannah lives in Utah. They live in Utah, and I found that out this morning because the internet wins. The internet is undefeated. They will figure everything out, and they have reported her to CPS. My fear, though, is knowing a little bit about how Utah works when it comes to this kind of thing. I don't think that they're going to do anything. Hannah originally went kind of viral, I think, over this 17 diaper situation where she shows and explains how she has 17 dirty diapers laying all around her house, and she says that it's postpartum, and that's what it is. And I get having postpartum. If your house is filthy after you have a baby, I am not going to judge you. That is extremely difficult. You're exhausted mentally, physically. So I didn't think it's gross, but I didn't think there was anything like that concerning when it came to, okay, there's diapers all around the house. She's tired. She's dealing with maybe some postpartum depression issues. Fine. I can chalk it up to that and not be concerned, right? Then the more she talks and the more she makes videos, she adamantly says, I will not be changing a pea-soaked diaper. Diapers are expensive. Unless it's poop, I'm not changing it. And then a few videos later, she talks about spending $1,500 or her husband spending $1,500 on hunting gear. They go out to eat and slap his hand away from food. I mean, they talk about locking him in his bedroom. Standard questions when CPS or DCFS is investigating you, Child Protective Services, they will ask your children separately away from you if you're being locked in your room and if food is being withheld from you. Those are standard questions. And when I first heard them, I'm like, what? Why would they ask that? That's crazy. This is why. They ask questions like that because parents do shit like this. I do know that CPS was notified and they are investigating this. I just don't have any faith in the system. And I don't think that they're going to do anything. She's also been reported to the nursing board in Utah. And so I'm filming this video on Wednesday, December 4th, and so far there is no update with that. But again, I don't think that anything is going to happen because I've seen this play out so many times, and having read a lot of cases on this, talked about it with you guys on here, and even, sitting in prison, I read cases of neglect and abuse and all of that stuff. And there is one common thread in all of these cases that I've talked about on this channel over the years that I saw in real life when I was in prison. Or I saw on the news. There's one very common thread is that the abuse only escalates. It never gets better. It just gets worse over time. And the children suffer far more as time goes on. And it's very obvious that that is what is happening in Hannah's home. Both of these parents are very abusive and neglectful. What's even more concerning is the people defending them. That scares me even more because If you're defending this kind of behavior and you're a parent, you are a piss poor parent. And I know this sounds fucking blunt and this sounds harsh and whatever. I don't care. You don't love your kids if you're not willing to spend $30 on a winter jacket for your kids. You do not love your kids if you're locking them in the bedroom, if you're pulling chairs out from under them so they fall. You do not love your children if you are withholding food from your children. You don't. You're a shitty parent and you don't deserve to have your children. You just fucking don't. The things that she does on the internet so blatantly and out in the open as if they're okay makes it seem like a fucking mental illness to me. You know, like she is a horrible mom and I am mortified. I can't stop thinking about this. I can't stop looking at updates because I'm genuinely afraid for these children. But knowing everything that I know about how the system works, I don't know if they're going to step in until something goes really fucking wrong. I don't think Hannah enjoys being a mother. I don't think that she loves her kids. That sounds fucked up, but this is not love. Her toddler is fucking afraid of her. He is so afraid of her. What toddler do you know is afraid to reach for food? Because I've never met one. Like, I call my bonus baby Debo. Like, she will straight up take all of your stuff. You know, like, oh, French fries, you thought you could have those French fries? Because I'm taking all of them. Like, my kids will straight up steal all of my food all the time. I don't really have anything else to say besides this is horrific. And I know in my gut and in my bones that this is just going to get worse. It always just gets worse. Before, you know, the right authorities take it seriously. I will keep you guys updated if there is any update. She is, ironically, from the same town as Burner. And, you know, we were talking about it, and DCFS, CPS, they just don't do a lot. And I'm scared for her kids. Every child deserves a loving parent. Not every parent deserves a child, you know? Children deserve safe homes where they're loved and taken care of and happy, where they can thrive. Every child deserves that. Not every parent deserves that child. And these parents do not deserve those children. I'm going to end today's video here. As always, I love you guys. Stay safe, stay sober, whatever that looks like to you, because there's no wrong way to recover. And if you see someone publicly out in the fucking open hurting their children, say something, report it, and do what you can. We got to keep kids safe. It's so ingrained in like criminal world. It's just an unspoken, unwritten rule to protect people weaker than us, kids, elderly, women, children, elderly, animals. It's in our code, you know what I mean? To protect people that can't protect themselves. So if you see something, say something. Bye, you guys.